What's going on, guys? So in front of you, you were looking at a product that if you followed my channel now for several months is not that unfamiliar to you. This is the BTBRV tongue jack scale. So essentially what this is designed to do is help you understand how much weight you're transferring to the back of your tow vehicle. It's definitely one that a lot of people have purchased, and we sell this exclusively through my official channel sponsor, eTrailer.com, who actually produced this. This is a partnership between my channel and them. They also back it up with the warranty, and they've done all the engineering and all the testing and all the development behind this thing to make sure that it is a quality product that's designed to last. Now, I do know that there are competing products on the market, and we're not trying to say that you shouldn't look at those. We're not trying to say that those products are bad or worse than this, but it is definitely a competing product. Just like if you look at hitches, you might like one hitch over another because of some features it has, ease of use characteristics, design, maybe nostalgia. But the reality is that there are a lot of quality products on the market. You should look at everything. I really like this product for a lot of different reasons. One of the biggest ones that I really like, and this is one that you all actually recommended in the design of this product, was the fact that it allows you to adjust the height to different couplers. So you have the ability to quickly just grab a handle, lift it up, put it in the spot that you want it to be in for the type of trailer height that you're trying to adjust to, and quickly make adjustments on the fly as needed. And it goes into a really compact format really quickly. And there are weight designations on the scale just for ease of use to understand what you're looking at. Quarter ton, half ton, 3/4 ton, and 1 ton. That is not designed to tell you what type of vehicle, even though in a lot of scenarios that might actually help you understand a little bit more from a conventional towing perspective, the type of weight you should look at. That said, we're actually not here to talk about this product, but I felt it was very important to go over this before we talk about the one that we'll go over here in a second. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so introducing the slightly lighter duty version of the BTBRV tongue weight scale. In the background here you see the original. This one goes up to 2,000 pounds. This one goes up to 1,000 pounds worth of tongue weight capacity, and this does not have that adjustable sleeve. The point here is that there's a lot of folks who tow lighter weight trailers, and they're never going to approach 1,000 pounds worth of tongue weight on the back. To kind of give you an idea, if you have a 6,000 pound trailer, or even our Surveyor, right? Our Surveyor weighs roughly 5,200 pounds dry, can go all the way up to about 7,500 pounds loaded, but we're never, or at least we should never, have over 1,000 pounds worth of tongue weight. So going with something a little bit lighter duty actually makes a lot of sense for a trailer like that. But that's not the only reason why you might want to look at this. The difference here is the fact that this is half the price of the premium, heavier duty BTBRV tongue weight scale. Yes, you lose the adjustability to raise or lower it, but it is a much more affordable cost solution. Still uses a hydraulic system for the actual scale, which is really nice. Again, goes up to 1,000 pounds. You still get the nice BTBRV label on the gauge, as well as on the shaft itself. Beautiful black finish to it. It is a gorgeous looking product, and this is something that's going to be available for, again, about half the price of this scale. So if you are looking for a lighter duty version, this might be what you need. Now, what's cool about this, and what we're also going to work on, is working with RV manufacturers to possibly include a version of these scales with RVs that you might purchase in the future. If that's something that you think would be important for you, or at least would help educate folks who are getting into RVing on the importance of understanding how much weight they're transferring to the back of their vehicle, then leave a comment below. Say, yeah, this is definitely something I'd like some of the RV manufacturers to pick up on. Now, again, very cool product. How they've executed on it, how they've been able to really make a solid, this thing feels absolutely insanely well built, overbuilt. It is a steel shaft, steel foot on it versus aluminum, and this actually weighs more than its heavier duty counterpart. And when I say heavier duty, only from a scale perspective. The folks at eTrailer actually told me with this form factor, they could have gone way over 2,000 pounds because of how strong this thing is built. So that is really cool. But again, you're getting a super robust scale, lighter duty in terms of capacity. You don't have quite as much size to it overall when this thing's fully extended, but This is going to be great for a lot of folks just looking for a slightly less expensive, lighter duty version of the BTBRV tongue weight scale. And more affordability for everyone, I think, is something that's needed in the market. So to be able to get this one for around $100, I think is going to hit a price point that a lot of people will appreciate. But yeah, I definitely just wanted to share that with you to let you know what's going on here. But we also have another product from eTrailer that I think is pretty dang important to talk about. Okay, so we're out here with my Texas Pride 7x10 foot micro dump trailer. This thing is super cool. It is absolutely overbuilt, and this was absolutely a phenomenal collaboration with the folks at Texas Pride. They challenged me to come up with a type of trailer, and they wanted to see if they could take on my challenge and build it, and they did. So I think they thought I was going to go like super huge, build something that's like crazy overbuilt. Even though this is, but they didn't really realize I was going to go super small. And I felt that the best use of a trailer like this was people who might have a lighter duty truck. Somebody who might, you know, just make trips to Lowe's, need to pick things up, maybe feed, stuff like that. And this trailer has absolutely proven to be amazing, especially because I can literally reach to the center of the trailer over the side. That is really cool. You remember how pickup trucks used to be when you could do that? Anyways, that said, that's what we'll be testing with this BTBRV tongue weight scale. This is, again, the lighter duty version of it. And we have it under the coupler ready. I have a 2x8 piece of lumber under there right now just to be safe. And we've already reconnected the battery. And one thing just to keep in mind from a safety perspective, whenever you're doing this, you want to make sure that you don't have any tension on your axles or your hubs to where whenever you take the tongue weight off, it's going to want to shift violently. I always recommend chalking both sides, making sure that there's not going to be any movement there. Maybe pull it forward a few feet and then straight back, just so you know that there's no tension in the suspension system itself. I think some people have probably realized that at times whenever they've maybe worked on their trailer and they put a block or something or a jack underneath and they retract their tongue jack, then all of a sudden their trailer shifts violently to the side. To avoid that, again, just make sure you don't have any tension built up. You always do this on flat ground. Chalk your tires and make sure, again, you've pulled your trailer forward a couple of feet just to make sure you've released any of that energy. That said, we are underneath. We're on a board just for extra stability. We've reconnected the battery. Let's go ahead and drop down and show you how well this scale actually works. So the foot is off, it's no longer moving anymore, and it's showing that we have a hair under 400 pounds worth of tongue weight currently on this trailer. So right now it's completely empty. The trailer weighs 3,500 pounds dry, has a 10,000 pound GVWR, so it definitely can carry a good amount of weight, but in its current configuration, it only has a little under, let's just say about 380 pounds worth of tongue weight, which is kind of ideal, right? A little over 10%. And one of the reasons why it's a little over 10 is because it's got two axles. Typically a trailer this size, kind of like the trailer over there, might only have one axle. But we have two axles on this one, which means some of that weight is transferring to that front axle. But yeah, this is exactly what this is designed to do. You know what? Just to be sure, let's grab the other scale and see what it says. Okay, so we have the adjustable tongue weight scale right here. Let's go ahead and get the weight off. Again, we are a little under 400 pounds. Just enough to pull this one out because nice thing about this one is we can adjust it. So I can just slip it under there, find the closest hole, which is right there. One of the cool things about having one that's a little lighter duty is that your spacing between your numbers there is going to be further apart, so you can get a little bit more accurate in terms of what you're looking at. Let's retract it. And there you go. Exactly the same. Go down, you can see it a little bit better. So you were looking at numbers on both jacks indicating right under 400 pounds worth of tongue weight, which is really good. So again, this one's giving you a little bit more incremental data simply because you have more space between your number designations, whereas this one's going to be able to go to a much higher weight rating. But I think there's a place for both of these for folks who are looking for a high quality BTBRV branded tongue weight scale. But what do you guys think? Drop a comment below. I'd love to know your thoughts. If you already bought the scale, because they've already sold hundreds of them, drop a comment below as well. I'd love to know how it's been working for you, if it's been providing you data that helps you, and if it's actually helped you load up your trailer maybe a little differently than you might have thought. I know my friend Mark and Trish over at Keep Your Daydream, they demonstrated using it in one of their videos with their Airstream, and it was kind of shocking how much tongue weight they actually had. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel. I will throw links in the description of this video to both products if this is something you're interested in. But thank you so much for watching the video. I truly appreciate it. Again, hit that subscribe button and thumbs up. Guys, we'll talk to you again very soon.